Alright, we're back.
Let's go.
Stroll says, let's head to the cathedral. We're going after the necromancer. We're going to catch him, for Garrus' sake as well.
Alright.
Huckenberg says, just as I thought, this area has yet to be sealed off. We should be able to enter through here.
Look.
This path leads to the back entrance of the Grand Cathedral. Security should be lighter than it is up at the front.
Ready?
Gallagher responds, then let's head inside. You ready? I mean, I'm sure, I guess. Dungeon?
Alright.
Huckenberg says, then let us enter. The way is straight ahead.
Doesn't it seem like?
Stroll says, it's downright eerie. Much too quiet in here. Huckenberg replies, we've no choice but to steel ourselves and move on. This is the only way left to us.
Let's hurry.
Gallica says, the area looks clear. Let's hurry.
Onward.
Look.
So even the Magless here so dense. Is this the work of the Necromancer too? We'll need a key. Seems as though it's locked. This one too? Yes. Get some smoke here.
Wait.
Gallagher says, wait, I'm getting a strange feeling overhead. It's the same feeling I had at the abandoned mine before. Stroh says, but the mines were... What do you sense? Gallagher says, I don't know. But we get a bad feeling about this. What's the plan, Gunnar? We're going to go in because then Huckenberg's going to have a cutscene and then she's going to get a power. And that's how then we're going to have 3 characters. I might as well have said I wrote this game.
Yeah.
Stroh says, right. No time to second guess ourselves. So that's the crystal thing.
What's going on? We can't get through the door.
Strange as he is, that pale fellow's magic works. Good for rooting out the rats.
That blasted mage set a trap. Not surprising. We knew he was expecting us.
And you still fell for it? At least you'll be in good company.
What the fuck? Oh, he made an undead grease? Really? I mean, he's a necromancer.
No way.
Still got his dagger in his hand.
Alsace.
No, he has a sword. Never mind. Really? What the hell, bro?
Alsace.
Use
Stop
the
it.
stab him with the halberd.
Don't. Why would you die for revenge of all things? The man I fought beside was not so ruled by anger and malice. Alsace, tell me, please.
What the? Really? She's dead? You better use your healing magic, dude.
Is this the price of my failure then? The prince, for having lost him, you too would abandon me. Why did you leave me alone in the dark when you escaped with his highness? I have sought him for so many years to no avail, and now I... Of course. 'Tis only just that you be the one to send me to him now.
Get up! Fight!
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Prince isn't dead yet.
No! You have it wrong!
The prince is alive!
Hey!
He's right. We do hunt Luis, but not for revenge. We mean to lift the prince's curse.
Is that true? His highness is still...
Yes, he lives. So you have to keep fighting!
You mean, if that's true, then I... O lodestar who wanders in solemn duty, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Now my new calling, transcending all oaths, I choose life of my own will!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
My name is Iselin Pacelli Majal Hulkenberg.
Iceland.
I am knight, I am commander, and last of the honor guard!
Whip your heart out.
Once more, I take up arms in my liege's name!
She comes with a fucking horse?
Alcest, I will see you freed.
Pearl! Let's go.
For the liege
Look at
I
that
have
damn thing.
sworn to, in his royal name, with this power, I shall open the way!
We just charge through him with the horse.
Alcest, 'tis almost finished.
I'm sensing a huge surge of power. Hang on. It almost seems like the two archetypes are resonating with each other.
Which one? Synthesis skills. You've unlocked synthesis skills. Synthesis skills are special cooperative skills available according to the party's channeled archetypes. Access them by pressing A on the party's member's turn. In order to perform synthesis skill, a second party member with a specific archetype channel is necessary. Okay. Synthesis skills consume the collaborator's turn icon in addition to the active character's turn.
Rias, I'm so sorry.
Jump thrust. We're gonna group with a warrior.
Let us fight as one.
Yeah, it's with the. Oh, you got multiple things. Protect guard raises a materia that nullifies 1/pierce attack. That's pretty good. Raises 1 elemental attack. That's a very for all odds and casters roll. You gotta be very specific though. Jump thrust deals medium damage to 1 enemy, lowers their defense for 3 turns. Do it.
We'll team up!
Behold my power!
Unlocks round slash. What the hell was that?
Give me your aid!
You can't do it yet. How would you get access to a healer attack with the round slash? Select slash to all enemies. It's another one. No, he could do it with any one of them. He just boosted just because for being a warrior. That's his
Not the
thing.
right
He can
move.
boost it.
Warrior!
Warrior. Come on. Phantom dance.
Only a flesh wound.
She's resistant to slash? Fuck
Falling
yes.
back. Heal it! By the sworn oath of knighthood.
Ooh.
Join with me.
You don't have the
No, not this. Let justice prevail.
Knight's Proclamation draws enemy attention and takes allies for attacks 1 turn. Certain attacks defy this effect.
Not now.
I guess in all around. So this is more of a tank than the warrior. Okay.
With blade
Give me
in
that
hand.
shit. For 1 turn?
Strike me if you dare.
I shall fight as the warrior!
I will heal it.
Take another one. Enjoy it.
Observe the enemy. Only a flesh wound. This is nothing.
She's taking damage. She's got to use a potion.
I call upon royal power within.
The power of healing.
Wait a minute. If she can draw the attention and then be in the back row like an asshole. Uh-huh.
I stand ready. To safer ground. Knight. I stand waiting.
In the name of warrior.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone
Not
heal her.
so easily.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
She turns attention to the group, it said.
I won't hold back.
Get your ass to the ground.
Their weakness.
No. Tis not over yet.
It ain't over yet. We're back in this because I have 22 of these, girl. Eat this.
From our provisions.
Die, you asshole.
The power of healing. Healer.
Popping up. Charging in. Slash his asshole. Oh, he doesn't. She doesn't do any damage.
Are you prepared?
Alsace.
His Highness and Maria's home. I leave them in your hands.
He died again.
I swear it.
$1,800 mag.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
We're on our way to being a wizard at this rate. Grease's memento.
Rest now, Alsace. We will protect Maria and His Royal Highness.
Oh. Isn't this crystal just like what we saw in the abandoned mine? It gives me the same nasty feeling. Come on. Let's just destroy it.
First he wakes the dead, and now this bizarre object. This man is dangerous and must be stopped.
You said you were a royal knight, didn't you? Were you there on the night the prince was attacked?
Yes, though I was the least among the Order then. We saw His Highness afflicted with a horrific curse. But soon after, he mysteriously vanished. Alsace was one of His Highness's closest confidants when he disappeared. I'd wondered if they were both lost to us.
But I could see it when we told you the truth. You believed the prince was alive, didn't you?
I'd left my post to wander the land. A search party, at least in intent. News of the king's demise brought me back. Thence, we met. Now, onward. 'Tis nothing. Let us go.
We have heal spells.
Don't tis nothing mean. You took a hard hit early on. Let's head back for now.
But...
We've come this far, so he'll be looking to buy time. It's just as you advised before. We can't rush in if we're to see this through. What say you? We can withdraw for now, right?
Yeah, we should go tell, the daughter that her father is dead.
Yes. We should head back.
I'll trust your judgment. Homeward, then.
You can take and leave it to her. No, we're going to declare ourselves the freaking leader of this group, okay?
Ah, you're just in time. Maria's awake. She's not hurt too badly, but she's locked up in her room and won't come out. I told her that her father wouldn't be coming home.
Oh.
So she knows.
Oh, I should say, I found a note in his belongings. Meant for you all, I'm sure. It said, If there's anything left that could serve you, take it. I left his belongings in his room, so you're free to have a look.
Grius entrusted his belongings to us.
Now that you're here, I'll go check on her one more time. Try to rest, and I'll be back shortly.
Damn you, Louise.
Can I assume you're still dedicated to the mission?
Mission?
Killing Louise to lift the prince's curse. We've lost a lot already. We can't afford to give up after one failure.
Don't worry. I've no intention of giving up now.
What do you think? Are you going after Louise?
Of course I am. You keep being able to give them the option of, oh, your call. What kind of character is that?
Of course I am.
That's not main character energy.
Yes. Someone has to bring the bastard to justice. You saw what would happen under his rule. We can't just let him doom this country.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Thus do you seek Louise's death? Knowing the truth, may I join your cause?
Yes.
I heard of your trials at the fort, and considering all I've seen and heard, Louise clearly aims to seize the throne. Allow me to lend my blade. Even if we can put the man down, if we can't save the heir to the throne, it would be all for naught. Until the day His Highness, the prince's life is saved. I will fight through all obstacles.
We'd be happy to have you. But are you sure?
It is but another leg on my own long journey, and now I may travel in good company. What say you?
Let's go. We'd welcome you.
We'd welcome you, gladly.
Truly? Thank you. I shall strive to protect you, as you saved me.
Seems a bit redundant to say after all you've done for us, but we're glad to have you.
Leave it to me.
Hulkenberg, the ever-loyal knight, has become your ally.
Then let us be bound in both purpose and trust. My life is your shield, and my blade is your strength.
We're not going to call you Islan? He's like, you don't know me.
Steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg. Within her dwells the virtue of the knight. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I would stake my very life upon it.
There's 4 tears off of that damn thing. Okay. I sense the heroic embodiment of the knight from Hulkenberg. You can now study the knight in academia. Try and see what powers await you.
Oh, now that she's part of the team, we ought to show her. Here. This is the prince. He's been asleep for a long, long time.
His Royal Highness.
He's stable. But unless we can do something about that curse, he's finished.
That mage could be the key to this. I couldn't guess what he aims to accomplish, but if we can capture him, he could lead us straight to Louise.
You want to capture a necromancer alive?
Doubtless he seeks the royal scepter. 'Tis enshrined in a chamber in the cathedral under a powerful warding seal. Such magic would likely take days of concentration to dispel, even with powers to do so.
You figure that's why he said we've got until the mourning period ends? If it's true, we still have some days until the mourning ends. Leaves us a little time to spare. But what did he mean when he told us to wait for the day of calamity? Just an ominous name for the day he grabs the scepter?
He can tell us himself at the end of a sword. The innkeeper's given her blessing, so we'll use this place as our headquarters for now.
Yeah, probably for the best. It's already gotten late today, so let's reconvene here tomorrow. Do you feel responsible for Grius and Maria?
Of course I do.
Of course I do.
That's not your burden to bear alone, okay?
It's the hero's journey, Missy.
I don't make much of a guide, do I? I can't even give proper directions. God, I wish I wasn't so useless.
You got us this far, Galaga.
You're the one who's gotten us this far, Gallica.
You think so? Well, it's nice of you to say. My grief is getting the better of me. But I've got to shape up. Grius gave his life for that mission. We can't let him down. Let's figure it out as a team, all right? I'll do whatever I can.
I can sense Gallica's heartbreak, her trust, and her determination. Rank 2.
Gotta focus on the here and now, not the past.
Reduces the mag cost for studying the mage lineage. Ooh. The voices of followers can now be heard even from far away. What?
Well, you should get some rest tonight in preparation for tomorrow.
So you can check with them from far away, or they're just gonna talk to you?
Let's rest.
He's like, he kind of, I don't know, he's like almost ready to jump. He's like springy, and he like grabs his satchel and does that. Just do that in real life. People, if you keep doing that, people are gonna realize, hey bro, do you play Metaphor? Yeah man, did you get your tell about radio range my satchel like that? What the hell's the thing? But it seems rather stiff, but I can still rest in it. Maybe time to call it a night. Yeah, unless you want me to walk out. I still have things to do. What can you do? You can check on Maria's room. I can hear Maria's pain crying as Fabian comforts her. Well, that would be terrible. Stroll says, Gyrus, to think that he's gone. I only wish I had thanked him. We owe him for leading us to a real night. Huckenberg says, I confess I was relieved to see His Highness, though he's certainly grown since I knew him. Tonight we shall all have our due rest and prepare for tomorrow. To finish Alice's fight is a grand undertaking, and we cannot fail him. Eat his bread here. A rat. Fabian's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in her way, so I'll leave them alone. It's a big ass rat cheese, bro. That's a huge rat cheese. They're looking through the little eye. 2 rats are looking at it.
Let's rest.
Before the morning period ends, we have to put a stop to him. For the night, let's just make sure we rest up, okay? What about his equipment or whatever? That's the guest check room.
What?
Gallica says, this is Huckenberg's room. She'll be angry if we go in without her permission. How do you know? View from the window. I can faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters. Rest.
Really? What exactly do you have against sleep?
Apparently, we've been invited to academia.
I saw it all unfold. An ally became a friend, and he awakened to your power. But his path was cut short. It is all too easy to forget the fragility of life, until the tragedy of its loss. Yet, I feel his efforts were not in vain. He never turned from his fears and worries, unflinching to the last. Just as the lives of old heroes are passed down through their tales, so too will his heart. You have inherited the story of an unsung revolutionary and all its power.
The mag used by Garrus has been inferred and returned to Gunnar's soul, so I can... Okay, because I bought a bunch of shit with it. Thank you.
Yet be warned, such power rarely awakens without trials. Even should you overcome them, your virtues will be tested, time and time again.
Well, we're planning for 100+ hours, bro. It's no problem.
You must carry on, honing your archetypes and heart with painful sincerity. That is the first step towards changing the world. I have faith in you.
Archetype spirit items. You may come across items that grow your archetypes in various places, similar to the hero's instance you received from war. You can use them from the equipment menu. They grant experience directly to an archetype without having to battle.
Forgive me. There's one more important thing. You can visit as long as you have the calm and time to open a book. But when threats lurk nearby, we may not always have the luxury of attention undivided. And danger is an inconvenience so often encountered, of course. As such. A smart-looking fellow, isn't he?
Kitty?
There's a special magic igniter embedded in his collar, too. Much as I'd like to join you in person, I cannot. I can, however, send his consciousness in my place. If you see him in places of battle, do stop to pet him, won't you? You'll find him a most helpful companion. If you would survive the trials to come, think not only of the powers you know, but how they might be combined. Now, until we meet again.
What?
A stupid necromancer. He says, something's amiss. Is the spell broken? Has the crystal on the ground been shattered? No, surely not this quickly. The soldiers couldn't possibly...
No matter.
No matter. Trivial all of it. More importantly... A rather complicated sealing spell, but I see its workings. Breaking it will only be a matter of time. So close to the Hall of the Royal Scepter. The plan is near its fruition, and the calamity draws ever closer.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Sorry.
Huckenberg says, I apologize that we've commandeered your home.
Think nothing of it.
Fabian says, think nothing of it. This is my fight too. You're going after that man in the cathedral, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stroh says, yes, surely before the day of the calamity that he's warned about. I don't know what he's plotting, but I want nothing more than to foil it. Gunnar thinks, we can't let tragedy that would rob this country of its future come to pass, not only for the prince, but for Gyrus as well.
I'd say...
Huckenberg says, one last matter. I'm yet unused to this strange power. Once we take the field again, I would like to look to another for orders. Huckenberg says, Gunnar, you seem best suited to the task. That is the role you've been serving this far, yes?
It'll be all right.
Stroh says, no objections here. He's certainly gotten me out of plenty of nasty situations.
All good.
Gallica says, I agree. You up for that, Gunnar? All right.
Yeah.
Gunnar says, all right, got it. Huckenberg responds, may you lead us to victory.
True.
I suppose that would make you our captain. Fitting title for a company's tactical authority, no?
For real.
Gallica says, I guess, but it sounds so formal. I don't know if I can get used to calling him that.
Now then.
Huckenberg says, as for when we return to the cathedral, yours is the final say, but we'd better be served by prudence than haste. We'd better be served by prudence. Okay.
Yeah.
Stroh says, right. Let's make sure we're ready for this. Gallica, when it's time to go, you give us the word.
Got it.
Gallica says, yeah, got it. Stay calm, everyone. You can do this.
Let's focus.
Quest start. Operation Necromancer Takedown. Luis's Necromancer subordinate must be stopped. I need to discover Luis's whereabouts as well. Who knows what could happen on the day of the prophesized calamity. Mission periods. A mission period where the deadline has begun. Meet with your allies at the Catacombs entrance to challenge the Grand Cathedral. Failure to complete your mission by the deadline will result in a game over. You must defeat the Necromancer before the day of calamity. Processing time. On a given day, you have time to do one thing in the day and another at night. Dungeons can only be visited during the day, and you'll need your rest that night. If you spend time in town during the day, the night is yours. On a local map, there are icons indicating where you can hone your royal virtues, people who have requests, and where your followers are. Raising your royal virtues and strengthening your bonds with your followers is the key to obtaining new archetypes. Use your free time wisely and strive to be the best version of yourself. If an action will consume time, the choice will be marked with a clock symbol. Keep this in mind so you can plan your activities accordingly.
Hey there!
Galaga says, hey, you got a sec? I was thinking, isn't Grand Triad just huge? All this running from end to end must be so tiring. So I was thinking, you've got His Highness's sword, right? Maybe you could do something cool with it. Gower said the sword was forged with my club. With a little magic, I think we can make it float.
Give it a shot.
That's what this prince used to do, remember? Let's give it a try. Picture levitating. Let's see if you can stand on it. Blade riding. Press and B. Okay, quick ride through there.
We should go.
First thing we need to do is head to the Grand Cathedral.
Hey!
Alder Man says, if I may ask you one thing, are you going to the Grand Cathedral?
Why?
Gallica says, hey, who told you that? Man says, calm yourself. There's no need to be wary. I won't say a word about it to anyone else. On the contrary, I'd like to help you. I've got intel on the monsters within the Grand Cathedral, and you could always use some more information, couldn't you?
What?
Gallica says, information? Man replies, I'm what some call an informant. I sell information, so how about it? Any interested in playing for knowledge? Informants buy intel which you heard from the informant various effects, such as unlocking information about enemies in battle. Informants can be found skulking in taverns. Consider seeking them out if you want hints about what to do next. You can view information you purchased in the item section of the main menu via the information panel.
What?
Man says, as for my sources, well, that's privileged information. Can't tell you. Rest assured, they're highly reliable.
Come again anytime.
Well, let me know if you're interested in anything else to hear about. I know the city like the back of my hand. I'll stay here a while, but my regular haunt is the Honeybee Inn.
You're right.
Gallica says, it does sound like his information could be useful to us, but the Honeybee Inn, a shady-looking guy like him, is a regular there?
Stop that at once!
What are you... Mustari man.
Can't see a single good
Oh, what
option
should I do?
here.
I cannot buy the medicine that my sick daughter needs. Gallica says, medicine, is it that expensive? Man replies, yes it is. Or, to put it more accurately, it costs more than what a Mustari in the city is capable of earning. My daughter won't be long for this world if I can get my hands on it. This medicine, my heart gains a secret. Okay, what if I buy it?
Yeah.
Gallica says, our mission is still top priority, but it shouldn't take too much of our time to squeeze in a quick shopping trip to help them out.
You there?
Man says, well, don't be ridiculous. We Mustari are treated poorly, but the people here hate the Elda even more. I've heard that all Elda are an anathema to the Sanctus. I don't know. Keep going. The medicine can be purchased at the church, but I doubt there'll be business with you. What medicine is it? Well, it's a respiratory medicine called the Breath of Fresh Air. They sell it at St. Furnace Church.
I hope it's not too much to...
I'm hesitant to get my hopes up, but you should somehow attain it. Please bring it to me.
If so...
Gallica says, St. Furnace Church should be in the Sunlimio Street. Think they'll sell us the medicine?
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Pagan's Dilemma. Rusted accessory and increases tolerance. So we're going to get tolerance up. Rewards you for solving people's requests are not limited to just money or items. You could even unlock a new archetype. The harder you request, the greater the reward you expect. You may be requested to slay certain monsters outside the city, for example. You can review requests you've already taken in the section of the main menu. Enemy difficulty is noted there, so you don't have to tackle quests blindly. Can I just leave? Requests with deadlines. Some quests have time limits. If you fail to complete the quest in the designated time, it will be marked expired. You can no longer acquire rewards for requests past the deadline, so make sure you keep an eye on your time. You can review deadlines at the quest menu of the main menu.
What now?
You see other travelers' party formation details from the time they've cleared the quest while viewing requests. Okay. You've got 1 day on that one. Okay. So you get 5 days to do the Pagan's Dilemma. How do days move if I don't...
What's happened?
Kurt, man. Talk to Harkenberg. I apologize for making you shoulder the burden of captaincy, but if you have the strength and the title commands, I trust you to wield it well.
So?
We cannot leave the Grand Cathedral in its current state. Shall we be off then? I have things to do.
I see.
I see. Do not tarry over long, Glenn, okay?
Now, how did I wind up?
You've been a lifesaver. Oh-ho!
Masked man. Greetings, elder boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mistari tribe? They're rarely seen in the Grand Tribe. I have.
However...
So you've met the other Mistari before, but I doubt you know everything about us, yes? So then, any interest in our history? And why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share it, if you'd like to know. Gallica says, Mistari history. Learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? Understanding different cultures and points of view might improve my tolerance. Gallica says, that's going to take some time, so if you had other plans for today, let's come back another time. What are you going to do? Not today.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's see if it doesn't have to be today. I'm here always. We can build up tolerance real fast. If you get 2 tolerances. Traveler's Voices. You can see how players have spent their time. Spent time with supporters, 0%. Spent time in town, spent time in the labyrinth. We went to the Grand Cathedral, and the Bel Galileo corridor is another area that they went to, where the hell that is. Took in the scenery, talked to an activist, heard a story from long ago, talked with a pagan. These people were talking to pagans?
Well, you're not getting off the hook for that.
No, where was I?
Let's go. I gotta cash in the points that I spent from Garrus.
Fascinating.
So you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it.
Ah, how good of you to come.
Okay.
I can hardly wait.
So she's down about. So you get to get her a warrior.
I see.
Study it.
Fascinating.
The warrior, this archetype you sense from Star's loyal life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is gallant and indomitable champion of the people, who fights in the name of the weak.
All right.
500 mag is required to channel the warrior for the first time. Yes.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Hulkenberg with this power.
Of course.
Moore says, then hear us, O valiant knight. By shared resolve and honored creed, take the form of a warrior. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art ready to bear thyself and fight with all thine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of a warrior.
I see.
Hulkenberg says, so this is the soul of the warrior. A thrill runs through me at the prospect of wielding my sword on the front lines. I shall keep to this way of life. My determination is no mere ruse.
A new means of protection.
We need gears. So 1,000 for the healer. $450 for the mage. Come on, mage up.
Fascinating. This right here. all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempts anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
I see.
Huckenberg says, so this is the mage's power. I can feel my mind resonating with the essence of magic. All in the name of His Highness the Prince, I shall wield this power to its fullest.
I've acquired a new power.
I see.
Alright, and healer.
Fascinating.
The healer. Okay.
This right here. All right.
That's 1,000. It's expensive.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
O valiant heart, by shared resolve and honor decreed, take the form as a healer.
I see.
So this is the, well, Huckenberg says, so this is the power of the healer. With light in hand, I will dedicate myself to those in need. I will do all I can in both healing and fighting. Such is the way of my path as a knight.
Oh.
So we've got something for more. Hero's fruit.
A new means of protection.
One more healer, sir? Yeah, why not? Actually, they can make him, we get a knight, another knight, go 3 knights? And you go 3 freaking knights? No, 3 healers though.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
And now we're
I'm
broke.
counting on you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Stro says, the soul of a healer. Should any among us need aid, I'd gladly offer it. This too is an important role on the battlefield.
Oh.
Well, I've seen the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I'm very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much. Please take this as a token of my thanks.
Right. I could get used to this.
What now?
By my sword.
In the name of justice!
I'll show you the essence of truth.
The essence of truth.
Oh.
Let's go back to reality.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Man in pain says, ugh.
Hey!
Katka says, hey, did you hear that? It sounded like a cry of pain somewhere nearby.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
This guy, he's about to puke. Hey, you there, do you have any medicinal herbs? My stomach is killing me. He's in pretty rough shape. A medicinal herb will give him away. You have 9 on hand, yes.
Thank you. You saved me.
Ah, it's feeling a bit better. You're a kind one. People normally pay no mind to papyrus like me, but you really helped me. Here, take this as thanks. Gallica says, this is nice of you to make that man happy, so I hope he gets better. We're goody two-shoes over here.
All right then.
That's the cathedral entrance. Lycon Mage Association.
Go.
Is that outside? Was that right outside? Thought that there was something. It's right there. This guy. Oh, it's her. The Igniter merchandise.
You.
She says, I remember you, Elda. Seems I was right about you not being a local. I've heard the rumors. My sources suggest that you and Garrus were working together. Gallica says, huh? How do you know that? Merchantess responds, I own a magic igniter shop, and I do have some sway with the residents of Sunshade Row. But you needn't worry, I have no intention of turning you in. In exchange for my discretion, though, for lack of a better word, would you be willing to do a job for me?
What?
Gallica says, a job?
Yes.
Merchandess replies, a dangerous one, shall we say. I imagine a colleague of Garrus would likely have the skill and discretion required. However, perhaps I'd better look elsewhere. I didn't realize how young you are at first glance. I'd prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works, to some degree. Too much risk otherwise. I don't want your death on my conscience. With a retort that demonstrates your royal virtues, you can gain the upper hand and win new supporters. Consider the type of ruler you'd like to be and respond well when someone answers and questions your capabilities. Gallica says, this lady owns the Igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking a job if nothing's too crazy. So I need 2 of... That's what I like to say, but I don't have enough wisdom. Okay. If my wisdom were informed, I'd be able to judge if I could handle it.
Farewell.
Merchandess says, I'm not going to be held liable for putting a child in danger. This conversation's over.
Right.
Gallica says, it's a shame we can't even ask about it. Hey, just a thought here. But she's not really seeing you, is she? Not that she thinks you're a bad guy, but she's obviously defining you by your tribe and age. But if we can get her to see you as an actual person, I feel like she'd help us more. I bet we'd make an impression if we helped other people around town. Let's see if anything we can do for the people here. I bet that'll help you get better at setting yourself apart too. I'll gather information for you, so if you're ever unsure about anything, just ask. Don't forget, we've still got to do something about the Grand Cathedral too, got it? Alright.
That reminds me.
Hey, remember the shopkeeper that spoke to you at the Igniter shop? She was co-cryptid. I haven't been able to stop thinking about what she said. But anyway, what's on your mind? Check town activities.
I think...
The market, there's the tall stall selling red grass. The hush honey bunny uses a lot in their cooking. It's a valuable herb you can't get anywhere else. Since we're here, I want to do a bit of shopping. This is their... Okay, so what you get to see here is how they're doing against the Necromancer. That guy was rank 20 and level 16 on normal. How are these people getting rank 20? There's several rank 20s here. This guy on hard was on level 24. Is the only one playing on hard is on level 24? Well, what the fuck level are we?
What now?
What if we're too dumb to even know our level? We're level freaking 10, 9, and 8. That ain't sounding too good, sir. Although we might be them kind of levels by the time we get through that. He says we got 10 days?
What now?
No.
That reminds me.
Supporters. Looks like anyone for you to talk to right now.
That reminds me.
Check requests.
Really?
Anyone needs helping right now? Check. St. Furnace Church.
All right then.
No, damn it.
That reminds
The
me.
freaking map is convoluted.
All right then.
So if I want to go here, if I just wanted to, okay. There's somebody down the street. Bro, there's somebody offering you down right here.
Whatever will I do?
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Something up?
Gallica says, why not take a breather since it's a nice view and it's important to stop by and smell the roses, you know. Besides, watching how people in Grand Trav live might broaden your horizon. If I spend some time gazing and considering my wisdom won't you broaden. You're just gonna loaf about? Yeah, we're just gonna look around in the day, waste our day sitting about to get wisdom.
Okay.
Alright then, it's decided.
Whoa.
Gallica says the streets are packed, but at least it's not a huge crowd as the royal funeral had. Sure, there are a bunch of nobles on the main street around the Grand Cathedral. I see some Clamar, Rogue, and even some Ishkaya. But if you head to the back streets, you'll see more Paparas. Guess that's what the class divide looks like. And then there's you, the only elder in town. It's crazy how people will say the most vile things right to your face. I don't let it get to me.
Listen.
Doesn't bother me. Gallica says, that's very strong of you, but if anything does get under your skin, make sure you speak up. Let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
Well?
Personally, I don't see much difference among the tribes, but I bet a lot of people will disagree with me there. Gazing out the sights of the capital of Gallica makes me feel like I've broadened my wisdom.
All right.
That's a small-ass inkling. I hear a voice.
Within thee.
That present glow comes from the splendid virtues already dwelling within thee.
Brilliance.
This glow serves thee best as a kindling to inflame thy flowers' trust in thee.
Now then.
Followers, not flowers. What the fuck? Gather the royal virtues and fulfill thy destiny. Alright, your character is measured by the 5 royal virtues, each of which can be increased in various ways. Winning the royal virtues, courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination will help you solve your followers' problems and improve relationships with them. You might improve your virtues by working, aiding people, or testing your courage. Try talking with Gallica for ideas. She knows a lot about the town and can give you more information. Gallica and I headed home while discussing the people in the stores as we passed along the way, as we fucked about on our first day. Does that put me at level 2? Spending time at night. On days you want to visit a dungeon, you'll have enough energy left for activities at night. You can visit followers that are only available at night or hone your royal virtues. Gallica might have advice on what to do at night. Alright, back at the hushed honeybee.
Please, if you can help.
So that's going to be tolerance, right? It's right there on the top.
That reminds me.
Hey, remember the shopkeeper that spoke to you about the igniter shop? She was so cryptic. I've been able to stop thinking about that. But anyway, what's on your mind? Town activities.
You heard this?
Selling paintings at night market in front of the Grand Cathedral. We don't have much need for art, but I'm sure it'll be way too expensive for us to buy anyway, but we might find something unexpectedly useful to go.
If you can help.
Sure.
What's this guy doing?
Can't see a single good option here.
That reminds me.
All right then.
There's a tolerance there. There's a tolerance on the inside. What else you got? It's all shopping there. Is there somebody with a quest there? You already did that one. Did you do it again? What do I hit? Start. Do I need to go to quest? No. Where's that was that gonna be in skill? Where the hell was it? Party? Tactics, details. Here's his royal virtues. It still says 1 on the No, no, just look at this.
All right then.
Let's go.
What's happened?
Close your A, fool.
What do you got? I need a quest.
Oh.
Young Nidia man says, Anelda, sorry, but would you mind keeping distance from... No, wait. Are you perhaps the elder who's been frequenting the hushed honey bin inn of late? You got business there?
Grand, innit?
Man replies, so you did not deny it. Oh, I'm jealous. You see, I work every high-end hotel as an apprentice cook. In a very high-end, not every. But so far, all I've been entrusted with are chores. My dream is to become a 5-star chef. To that end, I've been researching the various cuisines of the city, and the Hush Honey Bin Inn has caught my nose, if you will. I made a mistake of telling my superiors I wanted to go, but they stopped me cold. If I learn to cook from a papyrus, it will damage our kitchen's reputation, they said.
Now what am I to do?
They told me if I even get caught setting foot in the Sunshade Road, I would be fired on the spot. I'm a Nita, and he doesn't even trust me. You just look pale, bro. It's the same tired prejudices. Nita are liars and cheats, and so on. So if it's not too much trouble, I'd ask for your help for something. I'd like you to go help out with the cooking at the Hushed Honeybee and then report to me about what it was like. The only catch is, my employer has some high priority guests coming soon, so if possible, I'd like to get it back to me by June 19th. The deadline.
Please, if
I'd
there's
like to learn about
anything you can
their
do.
ingredients and what kitchen's like. And of course, the taste of the food, naturally. I'll make it worth your while. How's that sound? Sure, I can do that.
Thank you much.
Oh, thank you. You're truly kind agreeing to help out a stranger who you've just met. I finally know what makes that kitchen tick.
Let's give it a shot.
You get 8 days on that. Increases wisdom. In 2000.
Come on.
Gallagher says, just like that, you've agreed to help that guy, but I suppose Fabian has helped us a lot, so it wouldn't hurt to pay her back by helping in the kitchen. From what I've heard, the Hush Honey Bin is really busy at night, so when the sun sets, let's ask Fabian what we can do to help. Well, let's go do that right now. Bumper?
All right then.
I'm trying to move my icon over there. That's how that works. You can't just teleport into there? Yes, it's at the bottom.
Let's head there right away.
Please, I'm just, if you can help, incredulous.
Incredulous.
Yeah.
Fabian says, we always get a flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you let me lend a hand for preparing food? Oh yes, I will technically do that. If you'd like to help out, feel free using the kitchen as you please. And if you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make red grass roasted bado. Kalika says, seems Fadu's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so at least we could do is return the favor and help her out when we can. If I help Fabian prepare food, my tolerance should improve.
That reminds me.
Oh, that reminds me, there's someone who wanted to know what it's like help the cooking here. We can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. She would help Fabian out. I want to make... Let's do it then. That's night. I want to make red grass roasted biddo. Fabian says, I wish I could teach you, but you'll need to bring your own ingredients. Everything we have at the inn is reserved for dining purposes. If you wish to make red grass roasted biddo, you can buy what you need from the marked location in front of the Grand Cathedral. You'll need a bado meat, pristine clear water, and red grass. So I just need the red grass. Red grass is sold in the market area of the Grand Cathedral, but it'll be hard to come by. The vendor doesn't stock much of it.
You're a big
Come back once you got all the ingredients. Now, if you remember, the kitchen is always open to you whenever you want to help out. So will they be open at night? Let's see.
All right then.
So Grand Trade, Mag Trade. Where's the Cathedral?
Let's head there right away.
I'm just incredulous.
You think it's this guy? I don't think it is. He might be him.
You there?
What to do?
No.
Nobody know?
What to do?
An elder.
There's 2 shops here now. Was this shop here before?
Dear me!
I should get an artist. Oh my, an elder. And one with such beautiful eyes that have my paintings caught your eye? If so, you'd better taste my parents, huh? But I do apologize. All the works here were commissioned by the nobility. So what can I offer besides for my paintings? I sell glasswork as well. Even the sanctors buy them to decorate their churches. My glasswork protects the owner from all manners of misfortune, including illness. Just carrying it will place you under God's protection.
Please.
And best of all, I sell them at a price even commoners can afford. What are you saying? Vitality printed is $5,000. It's probably good though. Artist replies, "Oh, did nothing strike your fancy? A shame. If you ever change your mind, come by again." That's the meat guy. What's this one do? He says cheese. Prepare shopkeep. Good man. Hungry at all? Proud food is we sell. Our fruits really filling off. Then hang on the make. Gallica says, "Well, he isn't an honest one, but it's true. Fighting takes a lot of energy. It's probably wise to eat good meal beforehand." Price shopkeep says, "Exactly, mate. I don't need blue cheese. I should buy it though, I guess."
Can we talk?
I'm buying one.
Thanks. I'm chuffed. Aha. Closer.
This is the water girl and the meat guy. They said the Rodu meat was in the church. Is it in the fucking church?
An elder.
That's not the
All right then. Go.
I just did something stupid.
I'm just incredulous.
Hang on a minute, you. But my comrades in arms.
What is
still
it?
in there.
Closer.
I'm dumb, okay?
My husband.
That reminds me.
He hasn't returned.
Really?
We haven't been given the help. No, we have helped the Hunch Bunny Bee.
My husband. He hasn't returned.
I'm chuffed.
That guy has a cheese. This guy sells a Bedeau meat.
Welcome.
You have one. She sells a $5,000 pendant. This is way too expensive.
Just might not be worth a whit after all. Can hardly believe.
No, this one sells a water. That's a cheese. 1, 2, 3. What's this one sell again?
Just might not be
You missed something. This guy. What's this guy sell?
Oh there. Oh there.
He don't sell it to his regulars. He's being a dick.
Can hardly believe.
You're in some shop herbs. Well, try to break it. You can't sell it. You now. Before you get the wrong end, I'm sure it's just not a matter of tribe. It's just I've got a limited stock. Only sell to my regulars. What an asshole!
That's how you want to play it.
I can't believe it. What is it? The Grand Cathedral. Why?
Well, then what else can I do at night then?
All right then.
I'm already wasting time here. I might be able to get another wisdom up in the middle of the night. Let's see if I can do that shit tonight.
What's happened?
All right then.
What is it?
So this person has what?
Why?
This one's gonna get something chatty. Let's see if they let you, because this didn't disappear, dude.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Something up?
Hold on, take a breather. Wisdom or broad?
Oh.
Sure.
Okay.
So then we're gonna double wisdom. This is Main Street where the well, they're talking about it. As for the prince, I think it's wrong. I don't like it myself. Gallica says, makes you uncomfortable, huh? I mean, I get having a healthy respect for faith, but I also think faith should be used as a political weapon, but it was, and now the city's in chaos. Gazing at the sights of the capital of Gallica makes me feel like I've broadened my wisdom.
All right.
That seems like barely. I can't even get to level 2 of sucking. Gallica and I heard at home while discussing the people and stores we passed along the way.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near.
Well, we spent the whole day and night sitting on the bench like Forrest fucking Gump, like an idiot kid, like an idiot Brian. Gallica says that necromancer mentioned Day of Calamity. Pretty ominous. What does it even mean? Huckenberg says Louise's orders are not. 'Twas the necromancer who committed those acts of brutality we witnessed at the royal funeral. He undoubtedly prepares more of the same.
Right.
Stroh says, well, we're not going to put a stop to that corpse-robbing bastard before that happens. If the state army can't handle him, then it falls on us to do it. Gallica says, the Day of Calamity. We were warned about it. It's just 9 days away. We need to stop that necromancer before then. I can't sit. What do you want me to sit? I'll sit on the bench for 9 days. I'd be a wise badass.
What's happened?
Now, how did I wind up
All right.
here?
Let's go.
I thought I'd seen that rodeo somewhere. Am I stupid and missing it?
You there?
What to do?
Sweet bun. That's $600, man.
Bye-bye now.
Trapped. What to do?
The royal guard is fluffy, aren't they?
But my comrades in arms are still in there.
He's still not gonna sell you shit.
Just might not be worth a win after all.
That's how you want to play it. Can hardly
Oh, there.
believe such a thing. Can hardly believe such
Asshole.
The royal guard is sloppy, aren't they?
They are not changing their fucking setup for you, bro.
All right, then. Let's head there right away.
Damn it. I keep hitting the wrong freaking button.
All right, then. Where to? Where to?
I got some kind of damn button sticking shit going on. Is what I got going on. Let's not sit there learning wisdom all day. Let's go to the damn dungeon. Moore's Phantom. Catacombs entrance.
Let's head there right away.
Let's go get in the dungeon.
Hey!
Gallica says, oh, I forgot. Here's an arcane thread for you. If you ever need to return to entrance to Flash, this is a must-have. You never know when you'll find yourself in a tight spot, so don't go exploring without one. You can pick them up at the general stores.
What now?
$7:30 a.m. Shit. Oh, well, damn it. Okay, I got. We're gonna call it here. We're going to this dungeon when next time we play.